Hello guys, this is my 60-second video in React series. In our previous video, we have seen about use location hook. That is nothing but how to get this URL path. Whatever URL I am having here, that is being displayed here and the content is also being changed. Okay, this content we are getting using use param hooks. Okay, that video I have already uploaded and this is the path we got using use location hook. Now in this tutorial, we are going to learn about use history hook. Okay, use history hook is nothing but suppose if you are visiting Facebook now and later on if you are visiting YouTube, so if you go back then you should be redirected to Facebook page. If you come forward then you should be redirected to YouTube page. Okay, you just have to go back and come forward. We are just going to see some properties of use history and we are just going to write one simple example. Now here we have already seen how to import use param, use location, and we have imported from React Router DOM. Now here username and first name we have already given here. Okay, whatever username we are having and the first name of that particular user, and also we have got this path name using this use location. Okay, now using this use history we are just going to get the history of that particular website. Suppose now you are visiting Google, again you are visiting YouTube, again you are visiting Facebook. Now once you are in Facebook, if you go back then you should be redirected to YouTube. Again when you come forward then you should be redirected to Facebook. Okay, now we are just going to see how to do that one. Now here I am just going to write here use history. Okay, use params we have seen, use location we have seen. Now finally we are going to see about use history. Now to get that one, below this I am just going to create one variable. I will just give my variable name as history and here I will just write here use history. I will just do console.log. Inside this I am just going to pass this history. I will save this. I will come here, I will refresh once. Now if I just inspect this one, now inside console you can see it is going to return me an object and inside this we are having all these properties. Okay, go back, go forward. Okay, we are having entire properties. Now we are just going to see how to access that one. Now below this I am just going to create one button. For this button I will just give some classes, btn, I will just write here primary and also some margin. Inside this I will just write here go back. I will save this. I will just come here. I will refresh this one. Now here you can see I am having this button go back. I will just remove this slash and now I will just save this one. And now if I just refresh this, now you can see I will be having this button go back. Now I just want margin on all the four sides, so I will just give here M4. I will refresh this one. Now if I just come to services, again when I click on sign in, okay, here I will just write some content. I will just write some content. Now when I click on go back, I should be redirected to services. From here I will just remove this H1, I don't need to display this one. So here I am just going to add this on click. I will just add here on click. On click, inside this I am just going to write this history variable, history dot go back. I will just write this go back. Just close this one. Now inside this button I have just passed this on click event. Okay, I will just change it to capital C, on click, and here inside this I am telling that whenever I click on the button I should be redirected to whatever page I visited before, I should be redirected to that page. Okay, this history is nothing but this one. Okay, whatever we are having here, and inside this we are having this properties. I am just accessing that one. Okay, this is object, we are accessing the property name, so object name dot property, and here I am just giving the text as go back. I will just save this. I will come here, I will come to sign in. Okay, now here I will be having this 404 page not found. So here I just have to write two names. I will just write here KH and here I will just write KK. Now you can see here I am having this output. Now here I am having this go back button. Now once I click on this go back button, you can see I am redirected to sign in page because this was the previous section we logged in. I will just come to services, again I will come to sign in. Now I am inside sign in. Now again if I just give some name, I will just give here proper name. Let me just write here Khanam. I will enter. Now you can see I am inside sign in slash Khanam. Before I was inside sign in. So again when I click on this sign in, I will be redirected to sign in. Suppose if I am in contact page, now once I come to sign in and once I click on the button, I should be redirected to contact. So for that, as of now I will just remove this one, and also inside this app.js I will just remove this one. Okay, only sign in I am just keeping here. I will save this. I will refresh this one. Okay, now I am inside contact page. Now I will just come to services page. I will come to sign in page. Now once I click on this go back button, you can see I am redirected to services page. I'll just come to about page. I'll come to sign in page. Now once I click on go back, you can see I am redirected to about page. Okay, this is how go back is going to work. In the same way we are having go forward function. Okay, you just see that one. Now below this button I have just removed that F name, and here I am having this output. Now below this button I am just going to create another button. I'll just copy the same button from here. I'll just copy the same button, and instead of this go back, I'll just write here push. I'll just write here push, and here I'll just give home page here. Now here I'm just going to give go back to home page. I'll save this. I'll come here, and now okay, here I'm having this. I'll just give one name here. I'll just write here Khanam, enter. Now you can see I'll be having two buttons, go back and go back to home page. Once I click on go back to home page, I'm redirected to home page. Again I'll just come to sign in. I'll just write one name. I'll just write here Riya. Now I am inside sign in / Riya. Now once I click on go back, I'll be redirected to sign in page. Okay, this is how use history is going to work. In the same way, if I just inspect this one, inside console, I'll just show you, I'll just print this one. I'm having this console log.history. I'll just come here. I'll refresh this one. Now here you can see I don't have any console. Now inside this sign in page, I'm just going to write one name. I'll just write here Seema. As soon as I enter this one, you can see I'll be getting this path name and length. Okay, this path name is for the use location and this is for use history. Now inside this I'm having this go back, go forward, and action performed is pop. Now once I click on this go back to home page, you can see here I'm having this action performed. Okay, everything will be printed here. Go back we are having, go forward we are having length, we are having location. Whatever location we are going to get using use history, that is mutable. Okay, we can change this location. Instead of using the location from here, you use the location directly from the use location hook. Okay, you can perform all the actions. I'll just refresh this. Again I'll just come to sign in. I'll just come to sign in. Now here I'm just going to write one name. I'll just write here Sia. Enter. I'll just remove this one and I'll just write here Sia Sharma. Now here I'm having this output. Now here the action performed is pop. When I click on this go back, you can see when I click on go back, I am redirected to home page. Okay, this is how it is going to work. You can just practice all the functions and you can just make your simple project using all these methods. That's all about use history hook. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day.